I'm going to be reinstalling my Roush rear side splitters on my Mustang on my rear bumper. They were taken off from my wreck, and when they had to replace my bumper, and with the new bumper, they didn't reinstall them because, you know, they're not going to do that because the insurance didn't cover that, but I'm going to do it because it's super simple. It's 4 bolts per side. Just got to drill the bumper under, and it'll be all right. So I'll come over here to the car, and what I'll do, or what I've already done, is I took, let's see, I took this side and just mocked it up and used a silver Sharpie and colored through the holes to color where I need to drill. And then I'm gonna take my 1/8 drill bit and drill the pilot holes. And then I'll take a 4th drill bit and drill out those holes. And then I believe inside my car, the collision center that did my bumper repair put all of my extra hardware from the pieces that were in the bumper. They went ahead and put them inside my cup holder right here. So I'm just gonna reuse all of that same old hardware and put it back on my car. So let's get started. So I was able to get all of my 1/8 drill bit holes drilled, my pilot holes, there, 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 and there. Now I'm gonna switch out my 1/8 drill bit for my 1/4 drill bit, and then drill these holes out to be bigger. And then I will use the hardware from my cup holder to reinstall my Roush rear side splitter. All right, I got all of my 1/4 holes drilled. So now I'm just gonna go grab go grab 4 of my previous bolts. And all of this hardware, it comes with the kit when you buy it from Roush. So I'll just go ahead and grab 4 of these. 1, 2, and throw them in my pocket. 2. It's kind of hard to get them out of here. Ah, shoot. 3, 4. All right, and I'll grab 4 of these. It holds, oh, not that. It holds this, I'll show you on the bumper. It goes on the bumper and the screw goes through there so that it holds it on there pretty tight. I'm not sure what they're called, but they work great. I've got them used up on my front splitter. I've got them used on these. I like them a lot. So I've got 4 of those. So again, I'm gonna come over here, and what I'm gonna do is first put, let me grab my pocket. Now it's kind of hard to grab my pocket. I'm first gonna put these on the bumper, get all 4 of them on, then get the side splitter lined up on the bumper, and then bolt them up. So let's get started. So like I said, I'm just gonna come over here and clip these onto the bumper and have the hole go through that. So now I'll keep grabbing them. I threw them in my pocket. That probably wasn't the best choice because my pocket's kind of full, so now I'm having a hard time grabbing them, but just grab a few more. See, I'll go ahead and do this one right here. Get it on the bumper and get it so that the hole is right there in the middle. There we go. Well, maybe I only grabbed 3 because I don't have any more in my pocket. It might have fallen out, but go grab another one from the car. Found it. It was just in my pocket the whole time and I just couldn't feel it. Do the same thing with this one. Let's see, where is this? Right here. That one's a little bit far. I'm sure the screw will have no trouble going through that though. So now I'm going to grab my side splitter. What I'm gonna do is put in the first screw and just hand tighten it. I'm gonna put on the first one and the last one to just be able to hold on the splitter but with its own weight, so that's easier to do the rest of this. Well, it's in there pretty tight. I barely even turned it. I might have cross-threaded it. So let me get that back out of there. There we go. I was cross-threading it because that's a lot easier now. So I'm just gonna get those hand tightened, and then I'll take a socket and ratchet and get them tightened up all the way. Like I said, I'll just do the first and the last one so I can get the other two. So I can get the other two in without trouble. Just got it through. Might have cross-threaded this one too. I can't tell. Let's see what's going on here. Well, I'll check that one out later. And go ahead and get these other ones in. Worry about that other one later. Once I get these other ones in, should be fine. Wow, I'm really good at cross-threading these right off the rip. Don't know what that's about, but yeah. All right, grab this one, get it through here. So now that I've got these just hand tightened on here so I'm sitting, I'm gonna grab a socket and ratchet so I can tighten them down all the way to be sure that this is not gonna go anywhere. So I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab my socket and ratchet. All right, these bolts are 7 mil, so I'm just gonna use my 7 millimeter, tighten it down a little bit more before it starts ratcheting. There we go. And I'm not gonna do this too tight because I don't think it's gonna go anywhere. I'm just gonna, I believe that's probably good. Now I'll go down here and do this one. Get it tightened by hand so that I can start ratcheting. All right, that one, I heard a crack when I was doing it, so that's probably not too great, but, you know, it's just down here on the bottom of the bumper, so it can't be too bad. Just keep going with these all the way around. Oh, that one's on there tight. I do think I may have somewhat cross-threaded these when I was putting them in to start. But once again, they're on the bottom of the bumper. I don't plan on taking these off. I mean, unless I get another wreck again, which really hope that doesn't happen. But I never plan on taking these off. These aren't going to go anywhere. I believe they're fine. Get it. That one's pretty tight. Now this final one. My hand's getting pretty sore. I'm tightening these so much, but the last one on this side, and then I gotta move over to my, this is the passenger side if you couldn't tell, and I gotta move over to my driver's side. And that one's pretty tight. Yeah, that thing's not going anywhere. That thing's, it's on there. Maybe you can, yeah, this one needed some more. Try to get set in place there. There you go, this one's tightening up. So get this one done. Yeah, that one's on there. So this is on here. This isn't going to go anywhere. These are on here pretty well. Now Roush and the kit that they do have, they do recommend on the other side of this they provide you with some 3M tape right here, but 4 bolts on this part right here, I believe that's enough. I didn't bother putting any. I believe that's perfect. This is gonna be fine. And now I'm gonna get to work drilling on the other side and getting the other one put in. Here's a look at it with it installed with the mud flap also. It's a little dirty, you know, been sitting around. I was using it on the gravel and everything. This gravel was getting on it, but you know, there it is with the mud flap. And then this, now I'm just gonna go over here and do it on my driver's side and get it done. And then this reinstallation is all finished up, and that should be almost everything. I believe that is everything replaced from my wreck, so that's great. So for this driver's side, it is the exact same process as the other side, so I'm not gonna bore y'all with that. So I'll fly through this one, probably put it in a time lapse, and then get this driver's side on, get this thing done, and be all set. I got this side finished, so now both of them are done. I don't know if you can see on both sides. It's hard to get a full view, but there it is. And this install is done. So I got these all finished up. The kit from Roush comes with all the hardware, some 3M tape to keep it on there. It comes with a big instruction manual, and it actually comes with a template that you can tape onto your bumper to know exactly where to drill. However, when I did that, I actually drilled in the wrong spot a few times. It was off dry just a little bit, but by doing this with just lining it up, holding it on, and then using my marker to, you know, put where I need to drill, that worked a lot better. They're more even, they're more lined up, they look better. So do it either way you want if you've got this kit, but this was great. And so this concludes this install. So I was on the way to one of our local car meets in the area, and I heard some flapping on my car, and it turns out that a part on my car fell off on the highway and snapped. So this package right here is going to fix that. So stay tuned for my next video, because I will be replacing the part that fell off and making my car complete again. But thank you for watching this video, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.